Next, the biggest trade of the draft, the Jags going up to number 2. They gave up the 5th and 36th pick, as well as next year's first. A lot of capital for a non-quarterback. I like the trade though for both teams. Jacksonville paid a hefty price, but they're adding a home state star player to a pretty stale roster, and they already have their franchise quarterback. Cleveland was able to stay in the top 5 while also securing enough day 2 capital to build out their offense, and another first for next year to possibly move up in a likely better quarterback class. But now to focus a bit more on the Travis Hunter pick. In a draft that didn't have a lot of top-end talent, Hunter as a receiver really stood out as a true star prospect. He's a twitchy athlete, has world-class ball skills, and is exceptional after the catch. He's also a big-time competitor and brings a much-needed vibe change to the Jaguars. Jacksonville has lacked star power for a long time and hasn't been considered a sexy destination for free agents, so adding a top-level home state prospect makes a lot of sense. Based on what the coaches have said, it sounds like Hunter will mainly play wide receiver for them next year, which I think is the best way to maximize his skill set. On the negative side, Jacksonville has a lot of holes on defense, and now they have a lot less capital to fix those holes with. Regarding Travis, I think Hunter's skill set has been a bit overblown just because of the lack of elite talent in this class. He likely wouldn't have been the top receiver last year. I'm also not sure how realistic it is for him to produce on both sides of the ball and to survive games where he has to tackle Derrick Henry and also get hit by a guy like Kyle Hamilton. Just seems like it would be difficult for any player to hold up in the long term with that kind of usage. As a receiver, he still has room to grow with his release and route running. At times, he allows easy access to his chest, which lets defenders misdirect him. He's a thinner guy and struggles with physicality at the top of his routes. Hunter also didn't really play against any NFL-level cornerbacks in college, so he was able to get away with questionable technique occasionally. Luckily, I think Cohen will find ways to get him free releases and will work him inside more. As a cornerback, he has great playmaking ability, but he does struggle to tackle and also doesn't do well with bigger receivers. He had some rough games when he matched up against NFL-level guys. I think his cornerback skill set is definitely not worth the number 2 selection. Overall, the Jags get a B for the trade and an A for selecting Hunter at number 2.